Hello everybody, it's Maite and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really incredible planner for my list makers. I love to make lists, so this is just the perfect planner if you are a chronic list maker like I am. So the planner I have in front of me is the Balance Bound Planner, the 2021 edition. This is a brand new planner. They did one launch in 2020, so this is just their second run of the planner, and I am so excited to share it with you guys today. But before I jump into this planner, I wanted to let you guys know of my productive planning series that I will be running in January. It will consist of 4 live streams in the month of January every week. So if you are struggling with your productivity system, exactly how to use a planner for the next year, I will be covering meal planning, productive planning, functional planning in this 4-week seminar that I will be running right here on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested in that content, as well as home management and organization content, you're going to want to make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss anything from me. All right, so let's jump into this planner. So the Balance Bound Planner was founded by Brooke and Terry. They actually are co-founders of a pretty successful design firm out of the suburbs of Philadelphia, and they created this pretty unique neutral vertical planner. The planner I have here is the wire-bound version. They do have a book-bound version if that interests you more. The wire-bound version is $42. And I believe that the book-bound version is $46. I will leave all of that information down below. They have an array of beautiful colors. I picked the floral pattern to show to you guys today. And the cover size is 8.5 inches across, 9 inches and 1/4 tall. And the page sizes are 7 by 9. Each of the tabs are black and white and mylar coated and are also quite sturdy as well. The paper quality is 70-pound paper. I will get into a mini pen test towards the end of the video. If you want to skip to that, it will be in the chapters below. So here you have your cover page where you have room for your name. And then on this side of the planner, it's just standard note from the creators on how to use this unique planner. And then on this side of the planner is quite important because this gives you the key needed to follow along on the weekly layout. So this icon is work, this icon is self, this icon is others, and this icon is home. What this list looks like. Then you get into word of the year. So your 20 and 2021. So this is just a quick list of goals that you want to write down for the next year. And then it also gives you a space to fill in the category for work, others, personal, and home. You also have a notes index. So what's interesting about this planner is that all of the pages do have page numbers. So as you can see on the bottom, those are the corners for the page numbers, which kind of gives it like a bullet journal-esque vibe. So if you have important references or notes that you keep on certain parts of your planner, it's very helpful because you can just make one big key at the beginning of your planner. So you have page number and reference. So then we get into our monthly layout. Now this is quite unique because, as I mentioned, this is a 7 by 9 planner. But the calendar boxes themselves are much smaller because, as you can see, you have this huge column that is the sidebar that's meant to divide your life into work, self, others, and home as referenced at the beginning of the planner. And you also have these 2 at-a-glance calendars over here. So let me zoom you guys in. So as you can see on this side, you have your huge sidebar. So this is perfect, again, for the list makers. Maybe you don't use your monthly calendar very often and it's not like a main staple of your planning, but you do want to write down all of the important things you need to write down. This is a perfect place to categorize those things. It is a Sunday through Saturday calendar, so your weekends are not together. However, on the weekly pages, not only are your weekends together, but they are on an entirely separate page. So that may make up for that for some of you. You also do get the holidays that are written on the calendar. The holidays are also written on the weekly pages as well. And then we get to the very unique weekly pages. Giving you guys a bird's eye view, as you can see, again, we have a similar sidebar to the monthly calendar, and then you get a Monday through Friday on your weekly spread. Again, we're gonna get to the weekend page in a second. So here it is divided into work. So here are all of your to-dos for work, which are marked by the little icon. Then here you have your to-dos for yourself. I'm assuming health related or whatever personal related to-dos you have. Then your to-dos for others, so that may be family members, volunteer services, etc. And then here is your home life, as well as a line at the bottom for dinner. You also have a huge section here of Dockerate. Again, a little bit bullet journal-esque, where you have all of the space to write down whatever you want. So that could be notes, continuing a to-do list, maybe things that don't fit into those categories neatly, or maybe you have more work to-dos or more personal to-dos and you want to round them off at the bottom. And then these are the main priorities for the week of those categories. So I absolutely love this layout. I think it's so unique. It is 100% neutral. So it's just black and white on the page. There is not a lick of color anywhere, which is going to be fantastic for so many of you. And again, this isn't bound by time or hours. So this is why I said at the beginning, this is just really perfect for the list makers, because you can just go down the list and it is very satisfying to check off each and every one of those to-dos that you have. So here is the weekend page, and I absolutely love this. I think this is so unique. I have not seen this in any planner previously. Obviously, I haven't reviewed every single planner on this planet, but I've seen quite a few, and I have never seen a weekly vertical move the weekends to their own page. So the layout is exactly the same. You have your work to-dos, your personal to-dos, other, and home. But you also get a huge sidebar for your weekends for reminders, list, anything you might need for the next week. If you have a running to-do list for the weekend that maybe you don't want to put in certain categories. Again, this is just the perfect planner for the list maker. And then at the end of every week, you just have a completely blank note page with this little cute little notes bubble at the top. And again, each and every one of these pages in the planner is numbered. And so after this page, then you get into the next weekly page as well. I also wanted to point out before I went any further is that there's no designs on any of the dividers of this planner. They are just plain white cardstock, which if you really want to decorate this planner is amazing. And if you want to keep it completely neutral is fantastic as well. I love when planners do designs, but it's not for everybody, and I don't like every single design that they do. And so if you have an overabundance of stickers, or you want to practice calligraphy, or you really want to get into it, you can, because this is absolutely your canvas. So I love how neutral it is, and it really just makes it part of the functionality, but it also means that you can get really creative with it as well, because you're not kind of butting heads with the design of the planner. So the planner continues like that all the way until the end of the year, December 2021. And then in the back, you get a whole section of note pages. Okay, on to my mini pen test. These are mild liner highlighters. I have a Paper Mate Inkjoy gel pen. If you've been here for a while, you know this is my absolute pen of choice. But for the sake of this review, I also added in my Paper Mate Flare pen because I wanted to see the difference. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is 70-pound paper. The paper is nice to the touch. It does have a lot of grit to it. However, I don't know if it can be seen with my lighting that I have here because it is a cloudy day and I do have my ring light on, but you do get quite a bit of shadowing here. And my Inkjoy gel pen, it is kind of bumpy here. You can see the Flare pen in its entirety from this page as well. So I'm looking at it head on and I can see all of it pretty clearly. So that's either going to bother you or it's not going to bother you. The great news is they did upgrade their paper from last year. It was 60-pound paper and this paper is 70 pound. That's just something to point out. Many planners do this, but I thought it would be helpful to show you guys. On to my favorite part of every single planner video that I do. Should you buy it? Who is this for? Is it worth the money? I love this based on how unique it is, how functional it is, how neutral it is. And that's hard to do in the planner community now because everyone and their mother has a planner. You know, it's very hard to stand out, especially when you're doing a neutral layout. And I really do think that this is something different and something new to the game. I love that they didn't ignore the weekenders, the people who have a lot to do on the weekends, whether you're doing a side hustle, you have 1,000,001 sports activities you need to go to, or you just have a lot going on the weekends. There's a complete entire page dedicated to the weekend. So I absolutely love that. I love that there's a note page so you can have more notes for your week ahead or maybe notes about the week that just passed. So I'm in love with the layout. I think they did a really great job. The quality on this planner is definitely there. I think they definitely thought of everything. My one con, and I have said this pretty much about every planner I have reviewed this year, I am blue in the face about it. But this bookmarker you can buy separately, and they did send it to me, but it's an extra $5. So the planner is $42, which I think is a very fair price for this planner, but this is extra, which you do have tabs in your planner. So I think that's great. You won't get completely lost, but I would have loved to see this included in the planner. I understand that it's a small business. Hopefully next year they can include this because I love being able to see exactly what day I am on. I definitely think if you are a list maker, you love to make lists, you love a vertical layout, you want something neutral, I definitely say go pick this up. $42, you can't go wrong. That is in line with pretty much a lot of other planners out there. And I definitely think it is worth the money if this is something that you're looking for. So I cannot wait to see what else this company has in store. Again, they are a brand new planner company, and I am honored that I was able to review this for you guys today. If you like this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for you guys, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out because I have a ton more planner reviews to get up before the end of the year. And as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.